Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm Claudia Reese from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Hi, Maria. And nice and early this morning. So I'm going to be doing some channeling for the collective as usual, and I'm going to be doing mini reads as well. If you're interested in a mini read, check out the pinned comment of the live chat. The comment that's pinned up top tells you how to do it. So there's a PayPal link in there for donations. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker here on YouTube as well. Once you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in, or if you want general guidance or specific questions, whatever. How are you, Maria? Are you good? Hey, what else have we got in here in the cafe this morning? I've got a new lippy on. It's a Dior. It's like, I like it. It's very, I don't know. I can't remember what type it's called, but it's like, it's got a thing, like a star-shaped thing of balm through the center of it. It feels really nice. It's called Superstar or something like that. I don't know. I was trying to look at the name of it there, but I was like this, with old eyes. And it's in clip, I'll show you. It's in like clear packaging. And so it's double. You see in double. So like, I don't know how. How can I possibly see that? What it's called? I think it's called Superstar or something like that. I don't know. See if it'll focus on it. You see? How are you meant to know the names of them when your eyes aren't like a small child's? Anyway, I like it. And last night I bought some makeup organizing unit thing, acrylic unit things, because it's looking a bit of a mess over there. I have organized it. It's organized, but I just have like cardboard drawer things that had L'Occitane products in from an advent calendar thing, which are great, but they're bending and it's not very organized really. So, Maria, the property you're purchasing has got a lot more wrong with it. Oh no, yeah. Waiting to see what your solicitor said today. Well, good luck with that. Let's get some cards out for the collective, and let's do some mini reads too. Well, growth kind of shown. Nah, well, let's leave it out. Yeah. Oh, I've got an update because you know about the whole gym thing. I'm thinking of, it's inevitable really, but thinking of going into business with a gym owner here on the island. And we want to start fight nights next month. Time is a ticking. Anyway, yesterday we found out the gym that we're in right now, they sold all the land there. The owner of that land, which is like a whole street, it's like an open mall kind of a thing in a small island kind of a way. He owns the whole street. He sold it. He sold it all, and so we need to be out in 3 months' time. So that gets us moving, doesn't it? And so, of course, they're like, "Oh no, what we're going to do now? We need to act on this right now." And he said, "Claire, open a gym. We'll work for you." I'm like, "No pressure." Okay. So it's all on. So that's exciting. They're probably panicking a little bit, because it's their jobs and stuff. But me, no, because we were doing this anyway. It just gets us moving faster, and that's a good thing because Mr. Handsome, he said, "What about this place here?" Described where it was. I'm like, wow, that would be perfect. It wouldn't require a lot of building. It would require a bit, but not a lot. There's already some of what we want there, and it's in a very good position too. So he's asking the landowner there, of how much it is. And my friend with the pizza restaurant as well, they're in the same place that we're at now, so they need to move too. So maybe we'll all move together. Happy family still. Hey, Joe. So we've got red knowledge and growth out. So there's definitely growth happening on my end at the moment, and it's exciting. And I'm so glad that my income doesn't You know, I can recognize when people are in stressful situations, they're pretty easygoing. They're going with the flow and all of that. But I'm glad that my income doesn't rely on that business. And so, anyway, guess it's going. And rare knowledge. So you got something that only you can do, or you're the ideal person for the job kind of thing, for this growth. Anyway, it's a good sign, there's growth happening. What's going on in your lives? Anything good? Let's get a cat out. So that's exciting. We did need to get moving on it soon anyway. I just need the owner to come back. We've got paradox and patience. Paradox and patience. What does that mean? Take action, there's growth, but have patience too. It does feel like the perfect timing because, you know, there used to be a restaurant where I'm talking about, and of course tourists are back, so we need to get moving now to get the good, you know, get the good rentals, get the good land in prominent positions. I just hope the rent is reasonable. Chance. Take a chance, take a chance. Take a chance on me. I'm just trying to take a chance on me. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. It does feel very serendipitous in my life at the moment. You know, it's like the universe got involved just in case we were lazy and we weren't going to act on it. The universe comes along and goes, get out of there now. Come on, get moving on it. You might miss the place that we've got earmarked for you. And I was like, well, should we go back to the old place? Mr. Hanson said no. No, because he did us wrong, that landlord, and there's always going to be drama there, and he wasn't really proactive in helping the business. So, no, we shouldn't go back there. It's just going to be more drama, more of the same that we had before. So let's go somewhere new. Love it. Oh, cool, Lisa. You could hear my voice. Isn't it funny when we do that, hey? When we read things in someone else's voice in our heads. I do that too. You're welcome, Lisa. A pleasure to read for you. If anyone's on Facebook and wants to join our community, come along there. There's a link. Stay in touch. Fox. So I'm getting the Lenormand cards out now to find out what the guides want to talk about today. Fox is about being shrewd. It's about maybe someone being underhanded as well. It's like, watch out. It's interesting, isn't it? Because the energy update today was all about kind of an opportunity that you may want to sit on, you may want to not tell people about. I don't know why you wouldn't want to tell people about it. Like in my personal situation, I don't know why I wouldn't want to tell people about it. I'm certainly not giving them any guarantees for now. The staff there have not said. I'm just like, interesting. No guarantees. But it is going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. I've always known that I was going to have a gym. And yeah, with those guys for sure. Anyway, Coffin. Coffin is about endings and rebirths. You don't know whether that lid is being put on or whether it's being taken off. You can't actually put them back on, can you, properly? You can kind of hook it under, but it's still going to be bendy when you've got those sardine cans. Anyway, it's the death and rebirth kind of a card there. Having to be shrewd about something. I feel this is us. I feel like the fox is us because it matches in with the energy update today. You need to be shrewd about something. Is anyone having very vivid dreams at the moment? I am. Kind of strange. Don't know where they come from, dreams. Not the ones that you can go, oh, well, I bumped into that person today, so of course they're going to be in my dream. You know, not that kind of thing. Just kind of random and not too random though. Believable about the energies though. I'm having dreams like that lately. We have a mountain here, so there's a journey ahead for this rebirth. I can see that. I'm excited for it. Let's go again. Whips. A never-ending story could be seen as punishment. I got some new nail varnish as well yesterday and put it on. It's pretty. Whips. Something painful or unwanted or disappointing coming around over and over again. Might need to break free of that, you know. And we've got an anchor for permanence. So there's some changes that need to be made here for the permanent thing. So what I'm getting from this is it's got to be shrewd, because something needs to change before you lock something in, before you commit to something. Otherwise, there's repeating patterns that are going to repeat. The unwanted, anything that is unwanted or disappointing or you don't quite like the whip stuff, you don't want to lock that in. So there's change that needs to happen. Yeah, cut out. There's change that needs to happen. Something needs to be cut out first. There could be some serious conversations to be had for a death and a rebirth kind of thing to start something off. There's going to be a long journey there, but there's a definite warning here of sort stuff out before you lock it in. Could be a message for you, Maria, there. About your house stuff. Son, happiness. Hi, Sandy. Haven't seen you for a while, Sandy. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. Like, on these days that I do this show, I hope to go to sleep early because I get up so early at 5:30. But I don't. Like last night I was doing makeup organizer shopping, watching videos about that, like until after midnight, and I just couldn't sleep. And then the rats woke me up again, 5 o'clock. And then the days that I don't do cafe in the morning, I sleep like 8 hours. That's the night that I get a lot of sleep. It's not ideal. Sun, birds. I can't force sleep though, you know. Birds. This is gossip, this is talk, this is communication. Yeah, you want to be happy, so something needs to be communicated. Communicated. What needs to be communicated? Lilies. About love. I don't have to work with a sulfur. Hello, Ankita. The readings. I do this for the general. But check out the pinned comment if you want a mini read. It tells you how to do it up there in that pinned comment, the comment that's pinned at the top of the live chat by donation. There's a PayPal link in there for your donations. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker if you'd like to. Once you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in, or whether if it's just that you want higher self-guidance or whatever. Put a capital Q just so I can find it more easily. Oh, sorry, it's a foot sore. I've got sore glutes right now from my workout that I did 2 days ago. Oh, hello, bug. There's a bug. Oh, what kind of a bug are you? I don't think it's a bitey one. Otherwise, I'd get rid of it. So, Fox Coffin Mountain. We've got to be shrewd about something because there's a new start coming. Careful who you talk to. Be strategic about it. Because there's long-term consequences, but from the mountain card, I'm getting that this is a kind of a long journey ahead, but you want to set it off right. Whips. So there's been a pain point around whatever it is that you're headed into. Before you anchor it in, before you commit to it, there's something that needs cutting out first. So that pain point needs to be spoken up about or something sorted out because you don't want to add the poop to the mix. And then we've got happiness or something being revealed here because of gossip or something like that, something to do with a mature kind of a love. So some information could be coming about your person. Yeah, revealed, the sun. Reading them downwards, we've got being shrewd about something that you don't like that keeps on coming around again. So someone could be doing you wrong and you might need to have a word in their ear instead of telling everybody so that you all can be happy. So not wanting to add to, so if it's like someone causing drama or something like that, then you don't want to add to the drama by, publicly declaring that they're a liar or something like that. So to ensure your happiness, be shrewd about it. Coffin, there's a rebirth, a restart, a death, and a rebirth to be locked in. There's communication involved in that. Whether you want to hold that communication back yet, or whether you want to speak out about it, communication is important about this. Okay. Then we've got this long journey kind of a thing, with things that need to be cut out with your person, with this mature kind of a love. So the relationship stuff is slow going still. Why? Because things need to be put in place first and things need to be cut out first. That's why, apparently. Ingrown toenail removed. Oh, not how to do anything. Nice break for you then. But not with a sore toe. That's not a nice break. But still, it's a break, hey? Are you on painkillers? Okay, well, let's get some tarot out for the collective then. If anyone wants a mini read, no, you can't get free. I've just told you it's by donations. You can ask all you like, but I'm not going to do it. This bit's free. The general stuff, which is very interesting, so stick around for that. But no, I don't work for free personal readings. No, never. I never do that. So if you're not valuing my work and stuff like that, you better just leaving than asking for free personal stuff from me. Because I value what I do. It's important information. Anyway. What have we got going on collective with the tarot? What do the guides want to talk to us about today? Judgment and Ten of Wands. Which is first? Judgment. Judgment first. Judgment. A judgment call. The decision to be made. She's got her eyes closed there and she's kind of really tuning into herself, is what I'm getting. Before she blows that horn, she's getting very centered. So before she speaks, before she tells the world something, she's getting very centered about her decision, getting very clear on it. I've never really looked at that card before. Not properly like that. Ten of Wands, because there's some burdens to be put down. Oh, because she doesn't want to do this again. You know, we've all been doing this, haven't we, in relationships and our workplace. Being willing to do it all. Don't want to do that again. So this could be the pain point that's coming back around again. Before we lock it in, we've got to make sure that we're not getting into this position again. Because we know how easily we can get into that, right? Burdens. Carrying everything. It's making you sleepy, making you relaxed and sleepy, is it, Sandy? And the King of Wands. Ooh, she's magic. Her wand has got sparkles coming out of it. Magic. Oh, there's something really cool about this energy. I love the King of Wands energy anyway. It's go-getter. It's like, I'm doing this. I'm going to manifest this. And I claim it for myself. It's very determined energy. Very high energy. But there's that magic. There's magic involved in this. So universe is on your side. Your wand starts sparking and you know that there's some magic afoot and the universe is doing something now. I feel that's why we need to be centered, really centered before we make a decision. Okay, so we've spent quite some time getting to know ourselves, getting to know how easily we fall into codependency, how easily we will take all the burdens on kind of thing. What should we call them? Our little quirks that could be seen as sabotages, just getting to know them. They're always going to be there, but we don't need to act on them. We can be aware of them. So that we can be centered and go, okay, I know myself. I can work with myself. I can work around all these things, like the universe does with us as well. The universe knows all of our stuff, and it works around that too. Yeah, it's good to see you, Sandy. Thingy. What's she called? Caroline Gervin. She started out a new program. Did you see that, Sandy? I did it 2 days ago, and I'm still not right from it. It's different, this one. It's harder. It's not harder. It wrecked me. It wrecked me, and I couldn't hardly train after it. And yesterday I wasn't good at training either. It's made my glutes really sore. It was leg day too, but it's made my glutes really sore. I'm a leg sore. They didn't used to make me sore before, the other ones. Anyway. So I'll probably do the day 2 today. See what else I can wreck. I had a massage yesterday as well. I still wasn't that good after it. The Hanged Man. Oh yeah, this came out in the energy update as well. Changing our mind about something. Seeing things from a different perspective. Oh, I just got this feeling like the universe is saying, okay, you've tried this thing before. Try it again because you're different now. You tried it before and you kind of failed, or you came across problems. You learned that you've got problems within yourselves and issues. And now so then you pull back from something, or something was taken away from you to work on yourself, so that the new you, the rebirth you that's coming out of that sardine can, that can do it differently this time. It's a message of you do have what it takes. You understand yourself. It's not just that you've got what it takes, but you understand yourself. You can see it in a different way now because you understand yourself better this time around. What are you all starting? I think my buying land is going to have to go on the back burner for a while. Buying land to build a house. I think the new business comes first. And then what? Well, the relationship can come first, but probably the new gym will come first. And then I'll buy land and build a house. Down the line. What are you guys doing? You're eating better now? Got to get back into it. Yeah, just be careful of that program, I'm telling you. I use 10 kilogram weights for it, for leg day, which is the weights that I usually use. It's not my heaviest ones. It's 2 away from my heaviest ones, in fact. And I thought, I'll go easy on it. New program. It was okay when I was doing it. I've hardly been able to move since. I think other people are finding the same as well. This is a tough one. It was repeats, you see. She doesn't usually do repeats, right? But there was a lot of repeats. It's like normal weight training where you repeat sets kind of thing, 3 sets, and it makes a difference. Anyway, I'm excited to have a gym because there's going to be so much more than Muay Thai there, and I'm telling you what, there's some things that aren't going to be done now that are done in usual Muay Thai gyms. Not in my gym. Not in my gym. I'm going to have rules, new rules. Hey, and I don't care about the traditions and what you all do. I know it's your country and I know it's your sport, but not in my gym. The sexist stuff. I'm doing that. And I've got the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. The 5 of Pentacles, about feeling left out. Oh no, it's not. 5 of Pentacles is about walking the path alone for a while. Why? The 5 of Pentacles, it's often got snow in it. It's often like a couple of people walking out in the snow, even though there's a church there. which is meant to be warm and inviting, but churches aren't that for me. But they don't go in. And it could be that they don't go in because they have the mindset kind of thing. It could be, it can be seen as that, but it's not that this time. Sometimes you choose to go it alone because you got this, like the King of Wands, you got this. You don't need the soft thing. You don't need that anymore because you know yourself and you got this. You don't need it to be easy. Remember what I was saying on Wednesday? You don't need it to be easy because if there isn't a challenge at the start of it, and if you're not up for that challenge, then nothing good's going to come of it anyway. We need to show willing. We need to have challenges for a rite of passage for things to be really good. So we don't want it easy. And this card is telling me that is, yes, you start out alone, but you choose to do that. Because look, she's not caged. She's not bound. She's actually that cage. So she's choosing about it. She's actually growing roots. One of the makeup organizers that I was watching on YouTube last night was wearing a wig, and she said, I got this new wig because as a YouTube creator, it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to do your hair all the time, and I don't want to wash my hair and do it all the time. So I bought this wig, and I thought, what a great idea. I could get a wig. That is a good idea, because it is kind of a pain in the ass having to do your hair all the time. Anyway, her hair reminded me of it. Growing roots. We're building something. We're building a new gym. You're enjoying the workouts. I can't keep up with them. It's too many. I like to do them when I finish work on my cafe days. That's when I do her. So I can only do 3 a week. Like I'm training. How many times do I train Muay Thai a week? 9. I train Muay Thai 9 times a week. I don't need to do more than that. I wanted to keep up with the strength training because it makes such a difference. It's important. But yeah, I can't. What does she do? Like 6 videos a week, I think. I can't keep up with that, and so I get behind. But I just do them in order because it's very good. I mean, she does balance the muscles out for sure. She does the right. If you do them in order, then you get a balanced body because of it. She knows what she's doing. She's great. Everyone, check her out. Caroline Gervin. You can start at your own level, just with body weight. You don't have to use weights or anything, or you can just use light weights, tins of beans or bottles of water or something like that. And yeah, but incredible. And it's all free on YouTube. Caroline Gervin, Grivan. It's incredible. That resource is free on YouTube. It's incredible because I don't know of any paid program. I've paid for programs before and stuff like that, and they've not been this good. So check her out. Sandy was doing it. It was a couple of programs ago, wasn't it? And she pretty much brings a workout out every day on YouTube. It's awesome. Awesomes. But yeah, I want to do other kind of classes and stuff in my gym. Let me type it in for you, it's easier. In fact, I don't know how it's spelled. I think it's spelled like this. Her first name, Caroline Gervin. Irish lady. She's gorgeous. She's got fake boobs. So she's letting the side down because when we're fit, we don't have boobs. And so people like that have fake boobs make it seem like that's proportional, and it's not proportional. It's out of proportion, but anyway. She's got an incredible body. Very strong. What else do the guys want us to know? No mini reads today. Does nobody want a mini read today? The 2 of Earth and Astara. Nice. The 2 of Earth I don't know. Yeah, it's the beach. It's where there's a balance of water and earth. living as equals. You're welcome, Lisa. Yeah. A balance of water and earth, the beach, where the ocean meets the earth. They cohabit there. Earth doesn't contain the water entirely. The water does not destroy the earth. It's talking about body and soul. It's talking about emotions and intellect as well. It's those kind of balances. That's interesting because it's making me think. My friend, when I was training yesterday morning, my friend showed up with her daughter. Daughter's probably about 7 or 8. Daughter really didn't want to do it. But her mum was telling me she used to do jujitsu, lost interest in that, and then said, but her mum was saying, no, you need to know how to defend yourself. It's important for girls to do that. So you got to do something. She said, okay, I'll go to Muay Thai with you because her mum does it with me. And she's not into it, eh? But still, it is important. And I agreed with her on that. I'm like, yeah, all girls must send your daughters to Muay Thai training or another one of them. It's it's important that to be able to defend yourself, but also the discipline, especially with just combat sports. Muay Thai isn't. It is, but it isn't. It's more of all the other ones are. What do you call them? You know, like judo, karate, and jiu-jitsu, martial art. Really good starting program for exercise. Well, she's just brilliant. She's just brilliant. So you start the right way if you're starting out with someone like that, and you start at your own level as well. I mean, who could do it the way she does it? I think maybe once in all the time that I've been doing the stuff, did I once in one of the exercises use the same weights that she was using. Usually, I used to halve it, what she was using. Now, I think I'm doing about 3/4 usually of what she does. But yeah, you don't have to be at her level because nobody is. Ostara. Ostara is the star card, is it? Or is it Temperance? If you're wondering why I'm reading this book, it's because this deck is very different than the normal tarot. It's Temperance. Life is becoming more prevalent than death. Okay, so we're headed there. It's not all about the endings at the moment. That's why the Two of Earth. So it is happening. There's always going to be an aspect of death. What this is saying is that we're not at the you got to let go of something before anything will start, and it's not starting yet stage. We're at the mingling of the it's starting already, but there's still some stuff to let go of. That's what the Lenormand card said, right? Something is starting off now, but it's going to be a longer thing, and just make sure that you're starting it cleanly. Make sure that you're really aware of yourself and starting it cleanly, because there's stuff to cut out. There's stuff that you don't want in the mix, but you're ready to start. You haven't got it all yet fine-tuned, but you're ready to start. This is saying the same thing. So temperance is often seen as patience, right? But this is saying balance, grace, flowing easily within the world, flowing easily from one thing to another thing, being at ease in your life, being in the right place at the time, being at ease in your life. That's the message that I've got in the last few days too. It's like, try and enjoy it where you are, Claire, instead of wanting the relationship now and wanting these things now. Try and enjoy it where you are, because it's important, right? And I am enjoying it, but then I think of the things that I want, especially with the relationship, and I'm like, not enjoying it, you know. I am, but not. An aspect of waiting, yes, but also an aspect of we're starting things off now. It's not the whole shebang yet. And the universe has got some magic afoot in all of this as well. So go with the flow. 5 of water. Ooh, yes. Empowerment. The 5 of water. Anyone remember who she is? Bellona. She's Bellona, the war goddess. Bring it on. She may wield common elements of physical destruction, swords and spears, but her most deadly weapon is her mind. Make sure your strategy is sound before taking your first step. There it is. Be clear on what you want to achieve and think through the very best way to achieve it. It may be difficult, and I think it is going to be because of that mountain card was there. But as this one, the Belladonna, symbolizes, danger and deception are all around. A highly dramatic situation with all parties involved feeling highly charged and restless. Communication is off, relationships are faltering. It will take a cool head to navigate this situation. Okay, so in my personal situation, this could mean that they might start panicking. The people involved in this might start panicking because their livelihoods are on the line, right? As I said, I'm not going to panic. I'm in best place for this, right? Because I'm not going to panic because my livelihood is not on the line with this. So I can make those cool, calm decisions whilst also acknowledging that they're running around like headless chickens. So they're going to be, highly dramatic. But my most deadly weapon is my mind. So I need to make sure the strategy is sound. Okay. So you might be the same. You might be the calm in that storm. You might be the rational one. Calm in the middle of a crisis. That kind of thing. Perfume, shiny. Calm in the middle of a crisis. Are you good at that? Are you one of those people? Can step in the middle of a crisis and be calm. It's a certain talent, isn't it? Oh, growth and rare knowledge. The rare knowledge could be that. It could just be an ability to keep a cool head in a dramatic situation and make good decisions. Aye. Oh, coffee's good. And then we've got the Ace of Fire. It's exciting. It is exciting. All the sparks coming off the King of Wands. One there. Here is that spark. Lots of passion. The Ace of Wands. Where are your wands? Where are the wands? No. Not in here. Earth is last. Water is second to last. Oh, of course it's fire. I'm looking for wands and it's fire. Oh dear, I'm in more sleep. The Ace of Fire is the sun. I'm going through. Well, there's all the elements there, but I can't see wands. Oh dear. Okay. Astrologically, the sun highlights what area we wish to desire to excel at. It identifies our core personality, shapes our sense of self. The sun shines a light on who we think we are. Okay, there's obviously something very important about who we are now, our knowledge of ourselves. We're ideally placed for this growth, something to do with our minds being clear. What is this? Patience and paradox. That could be the paradox. Thank you, Hope. That could be the paradox, for once you're in the position where you're the one that provides that. Not everything, but that direction. It's leadership is what it's talking about, isn't it? It's leadership, maybe, if that is your personality type. Oh, okay. The Ace of Fire represents strong personal energy at work. This card is something we wish very much to do, not just well, but excellently. It's a hotly burning desire that can be directed and used to light a project, large or small, and has the potential to create glorious fireworks or even just delightful sparks. There, the sparking. I knew there was something important about the sparking of that one there. Okay, this is really good. This is really good. So there's a lot of your energy in this new thing. New house, new business, new relationship, new whatever it is, new job, new land to build your house in. There's a lot of energy, your energy in that. And you are the best person for the job. But even so, there's a shrewdness, there's a kind of a planning's probably not the right word. There's a shrewdness. You've got to think about this. You've got to make some wise decisions from a place of clarity before you speak out on it. There's just something about the communication being important. Because if you're not centered and haven't made a really clear decision before you speak out about something, other people take that energy and then they start running with it. Even if they're running off the mouths, it's not, you're not handing it to them and they're taking action on it. I'm not saying that. But as soon as it's in other people's minds, their energy is part of it too. Something important about you might just know when to keep it to yourself before you blow your horn, before you tell the world about it. It's your baby, this is what that Ace of Wands is saying. It's your baby. It's, even if you don't seem to be the owner of it in logical sense, you are the owner of this energy, and you've got to know that. Energetically, from the universe's point of view, you're the owner of this new start. Then we've got the Four of Water. Trying to explain to your daughters it's important to be able to defend yourself and control reactions. Yeah. For me, I was very too controlled kind of thing, not wanting to escalate situations, very scared. I was thinking about that this morning, about my childhood and how my nervous system is always like, that was why, because I was putting my mascara on and realizing like, I'm holding my breath. Why am I holding my breath? And I was thinking, my mum used to talk a lot about putting mascara on. I wonder if she ever said, hold your breath. I don't know, but I do recall, and that got me thinking, well, I did have to hold my breath a lot as a kid because I was trying to do something like carrying a glass of water to the table, whilst also bracing myself for the impact of the hit that I was going to get if I spilled any of it. And that shit does stuff to your nervous system. And I'm noticing it now in my breath. When I do certain things, I'm holding my breath. And it's no coincidence that that's where my mind goes to when I realize that I'm holding my breath too. It was that I don't want anyone to hear me or notice me. I want to kind of disappear in this moment so that then the violence doesn't come. But my point, connected to yours, Sandy, is I used to diminish myself kind of thing and not want to escalate the situation by defending myself or standing up for myself or speaking out or even doing anything or even breathing or even existing. But now, after Muay Thai training, my instant response is battle. It's on. If somebody is there in my face, I am right there with them, like in defense, like ready for the battle, very strong in that. It's instant. It's if somebody taps me, it's like even with my post-traumatic stress disorder, my sleep disruption, screaming in the middle of the night because I feel like someone's attacking me. It used to just be screaming and scared. Now I'm screaming, I'm lashing out, now I'm destroying these flowers. It's even in my sleep now. That instant response to react and to defend myself, it's instant. And with that training, you get that, which is a very good thing because you need to do it in the moment, because you need to know these things in the moment and do it so often that it becomes a a natural reaction. Four of water. I don't know what she doing. It is, and it's especially important. Well, it's important for boys and girls, but girls especially. Four of water. Healing. Bridget. She's Bridget. She's very popular, apparently. Oh, she's in bulk. She's that one. Oh no, that's not in bulk. That's Astara. Scratch that. She's a healer. I am. I wonder where the universe is taking me with this. I always knew that a gym was going to be part of it, and it's got to do with feminine empowerment. I know that. I remember when Natasha Ocean came here. I didn't know who she was then. I didn't watch her channel. But I met her. She came to a fight night, and she sat next to me, and I chatted with her about female empowerment. A big part of it. She's a healer. Ooh, she holds up a flame, for while most healing is soothing and cooling, like the waters of a well, some healing requires more aggressive actions. Spiritual warriors. Yay! Sometimes things must not just be washed away and put up with, right? But utterly destroyed in order to achieve a full healing. The application of pain may be necessary in order to alleviate pain. The Four of Water brings with it the promise of healing of some sort, emotional, physical, or perhaps of a relationship. Although there may be a bit of pain involved, the long run promises relief and smooth sailing. So let's not ignore situations, and let's not try and be just love and light, because that's not balance. We also need to be war, rage. Not rage, but it needs its place. We don't love and light those that are punching us in the face. We defend ourselves. Thanks, Sandy. Hello, Foxy's Mama's channel. Oh, let's do a mini read. Only one of you today. Come on, get your donations in. I bought something off Sephora again yesterday. So my PayPal account's a little bit lacking. And before PayPal takes another, because I advertise on Facebook, before Facebook takes another payment out of my PayPal account, there needs to be more in there. Hope. High soft guidance. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Hope. Guidance for hope. Grace, let go and flow. Yeah, you don't need to be figuring this out at the moment. Grace. Sometimes, it depends, right? Because this guidance is for you, so it's time to let go and flow. But sometimes the energies are that we need to take action, especially if we've been sedentary or not, going for goals and things like that. And then sometimes we get too much into that energy, that one's kind of energy, taking action, and we need to go with the flow more and let the universe lead us more easily to the next thing or to the next best thing. And to do that, we need to stop taking action. That's what I'm getting from this is it's time to stop taking action now. It's not yours to take now. Wait for the universe's next move to bring something more magical your way. The Grace card. Grace is all about the universal energy coming to you, being given to you. Being in a state of grace is that magic, serendipity and luck, and the universe being in conversation with you, reciprocal, like you receiving it rather than being in conversation with the universe just being another chore that you need to do as well as doing everything else, like this. It's about receiving. Hey, Carrie. So it's not time for you to take action yet. It's time for you to receive hope. So let go and flow. And let go and let the universe flow is what that's saying. Let go and let the universe flow it to you. Respect and soften and open. Right. So soften and open is about being open and receptive. It's time to receive something. I know it's time to receive something, so I'm going to sit back and be soft and open like this. Respect is respecting yourself so that you'll even let yourself do that. So when we're disrespecting ourselves, we will work ourselves to the bone. But when we're respecting ourselves, we just won't. There's things that we won't do. There's something on Facebook. What was it? Someone said, what do you call a guy who doesn't want to be in a relationship, but still wants you all to themselves? And my response was, a dreamer. Dreaming. Because when you've got self-respect, there's just no way there's just some things that you would just never go there. You never let it happen, you just wouldn't. You'd just be like, oh, yeah, right, well, try that with someone else because it's not with me. There's something about you having developed your self-respect to a point where now you can be open and know that it's your time to receive from the universe. It's like, universe, come on. I'm not the only one doing the work here, universe, get on it. And the more I work on myself and the more I am empowered in that kind of way, the less I actually do, the more I do rely on the universe. I used to think I had to do so much and help so many people and do it all and take all this load on to even be justified to breathe, take up space, receive a thing. Cafe. Who else is in the cafe today? Who else is in the care today? Intensive care. A new job for you, Sandy. Okay. Cool. Big headache for you today, Lisa. Jessica, you've been getting a lot of Three of Swords. Oh. I haven't got a donation from you. Did you send one in PayPal? It could be slow on the uptake again today, on the sending emails out. Let me check. I don't know why. Why does it do that? Why does it decide to be slow while I'm live in Psychic Cafe? Maybe it's always slow and I just don't notice. Or just, maybe it's often slow and I just don't notice. No. Just one from Hope. You're welcome. Now you stand up for yourself instead of avoiding the conflict, right? So being a peacemaker isn't necessarily doing the doormat thing, right? Putting up with it. Let's get another card out for the collective. Okay, well, this is us being in our power, isn't it? And realizing it in a very feminine way as well. I like it. The Book of Shadows. Da, da, da. That's the Devil card. The Book of Shadows. I like this energy. I like the Devil energy in this. Just kind of lit me up. Oh no, it's the Hierophant. The Book of Shadows. I wonder, I like the energy. The word Hierophant, the name this card traditionally bears, comes from the Greek words tahira, meaning holy or sacred, and phainin, meaning to show, to bring to light, or to make known. But in paganism, no one does this, reveals the sacred to us. The divine reveals her or himself to us. How interesting, because of what I was just talking about with hope. It's like, reveal yourself, universe, it's your turn. I'm not here by myself. You do it. Hey, Christine. As we make sense of it as we see fit, and we make sense of it as we see fit, the Book of Shadows becomes our teacher and our guide. Most of us begin with a blank book. I don't think we do. My book seems to have had a lot in it right from the start. That book holds nothing except every possibility that exists. Just as we create our future with each moment we live, so we create our personal magical journey with each page of our book of shadows that we fill. The world is our classroom. What lessons will manifest and shape your path? It's knowledge, it's tradition, it's understanding, it's beliefs practiced in daily life, but it's also practicing the sacred and bringing it into the material. It's the marriage of the spiritual and material is what this is. Oh yeah, interesting, because it's the marriage card as well, right? It's the marriage of the spiritual and the physical when we bring it in. Wow, they've been so disconnected, haven't they? If you think about business, it's been so disconnected from, the spiritual has been so disconnected from the material stuff. Time to bring those together. That's where the growth is going to come from. Okay, that's enough of that deck. I'm not going to do the Tarot of Miserable Ladies today. I'm going to do Starchild Tarot. I'm feeling like we need a little bit more of that. Dealing with ourselves through this kind of energy for some reason. Because the Miserable Lady deck or the Sober Low deck, it brings it down to earth when it's been very up there. And this isn't. This is already down to earth energies, isn't it? So let's get it up there again. Let's get some balance. If anyone wants a mini read, check out the pinned comment up top of the live chat. Tells you how to do it. Oh, nice. It tells you how to do it. There's a PayPal link in there for donations. Can use Super Chat or Super Sticker if you want as well. If you've got a question for yourself, put a capital Q at the start of your comment so I can find it easy. Just once you've done your donation. Not before, because it just wastes my time having to look for your donations that aren't even there. So please don't do that. Disrupts the show. Disrupts my flow. The flow of the show. My nails match these cards. The Six of Wands is victory. Victory. At last. The victory that we've been waiting for. The victory that we spent our whole lives preparing for, getting to know ourselves, ready for. It feels like it's available to us now, where it wasn't before. It's the arrival of positive news. You're victorious and should be proud of your brilliant accomplishments. Your enthusiasm has paid off threefold as you realize your limitless potential. There's nothing you cannot achieve, and also others also recognize this is your strength. It meant something to me yesterday when they said to me, Claire, build a gym, we want to work for you. There was something in that. There was something they recognized the energy in me. We've worked together before, but they recognized the energy in me as a leader to say that you do it. We want to work for you. It's not the I want to do this. Do it with us. It was like, no, you do it, Claire. We want to be part of that, of you leading it. It really meant something to me when they said that yesterday. And it's this kind of thing. I get it too. I get it. There's nothing you cannot achieve, and also others recognize this is your strength. Creativity begins with connecting with your higher self, like this. You've learned to harness this and are an inspiration to those around you. This card represents a harmonious state that comes from finding a healthy and comfortable balance in all areas of your life, mind, body, and spirit. So there's been so much learning that we've had to do to get ourselves to this place of stability and be ready for this leadership that's coming up. Remember when, was it last year, the year before, when the guys were going on about twin flames and how you'd have a job to do together, and it was all about leadership, but it was leadership in a different way. I feel that this is part of it, and I'm feeling it, and it's coming out in private readings as well, it's still not time for twin flames to come together. It's still time to be following these paths by ourselves into this leadership role by ourselves. Wow. First, becoming whole by ourselves first, you know what I mean? Anyway, this is really good. Really good energies. Then we've got the Seven of Crystals, which is the putting the work in, sorting out the environment kind of thing. See you, Lisa. Hi, Mimi. How are you? Seven of Crystals. Seven of Crystals indicates a new perspective of your life goals. It could be that you feel as though you've worked very hard, but are still in the process of reaping the rewards. Yes, we definitely are that. I'm getting a definite feeling of that. It's like all those things that you've wanted and you haven't yet manifested. It's because you weren't ready for it yet, and you are now, but you're just at the start of it now. Expect very different things to come about, but you're the foundation of it. And it's all those things that cannot be taken away from you. It's the rare knowledge. It's what's inside of you. That's why you can. That's why you can now. So now what you do is going to reap the rewards. Now is not the time to give up. If you're feeling stuck or idle at the moment, take some time to rest and review your next steps. Perhaps you've learned more than you thought possible along the way and have shifted your priorities unexpectedly. It could simply be a matter of gaining a new perspective and trusting your instincts, mind, body, and spirit. Look at your life and think of everything you've accomplished and all that you're grateful for. This phase is simply a pause along your journey. I think we're pausing at the moment. I think we're putting work in. I think we're putting work in now. There's more work to put in. These websites, they send me so many emails. They have flash sales pretty much every day, so it's not so much of a flash sale, really, is it? No. Not those. What else do we need to know about? So we've not got to fall back on that fear as well that, oh, is this just going to be another burden? Is this going to be the same thing happening? Is this relationship just going to be the same as they were before? Is this business just going to be the same as it was before? You know, me not getting very much from it and putting a load of work in and it draining me and all of that stuff. And this is saying, no, it's going to be different now because you're different now, but you're going to have to be very aware of it because you know how easy it is to slip back into your old ways. That's what the Lenormand cards are saying. It's like before you anchor something in, stuff needs to be sorted out, right? Why aren't you giving me cards? I'm taking them. Okay. The universe. Oh, I haven't to the right page. I love it when I do that. The universe. Everything has come full circle. As you now enter a period of resolution and enlightenment, this indicates the end result of all of your efforts and hard work. So it's time to acknowledge and celebrate all of your accomplishments. That message keeps on coming out, right? It's a synthesis of success, fulfillment, and triumph in your undertakings. As a result, emotional and spiritual growth lead to higher states of consciousness and a better understanding of your place in the universe. You've worked through the trials and tribulations of life and have learned to grow from experience. You understand your karmic path and how you are a powerful co-creator in your own reality. In many ways, this also indicates that you now understand the meaning of life, that love is the seed and spark of source, divine energy, and what makes you who you truly are. A new stage of your journey begins. Love it. It's beautiful. And the Four of Cups. Not so beautiful. The Four of Cups. It could be that you're missing out on opportunity. It could be that you are missing out on an opportunity if you're being distracted by external forces. It's a sense of restlessness and boredom which has you feeling stuck in a rut. Are there issues from your past that are weighing on your present situation? Oh, so some people are still in that then. If you're fearful or indifferent about making a change, you may continue to dwell in a state of limbo. This card may also suggest that there's something you may be overlooking. Perhaps a solution is closer than you think. You have a system of love and support in your life. How can you connect with this? Is there anything you're taking for granted? Take a moment to meditate on the aspects of your life that you're truly grateful for. See the positive highlights rather than focusing on the negativity. Okay, so it's the, our fears are going to come up, yeah, sure, because we think it's a rerun. It's not a rerun. Hey, Christine. It's not a rerun this time. This is a whole new thing because we've grown so much. The Four of Wands, the card of marriage or the card of committing, the card of locking something in, stable foundations. Let's read this one out as well. I do love this book. Four of Wands. Success. You've reached a period of stability after all of your hard work. And a lot of these cards are saying the same thing, aren't they? That we've brought ourselves here. Success. You've reached a period of stability after all of your hard work. This may also denote a time for repose or recovery after certain challenges or hardships have finally passed. I don't think so. I think it's a celebration. There is much to look forward to, so don't forget to give yourself permission to rest and rejoice. Yes. With this outpouring of positive energy, it's also an ideal time to organize celebratory gatherings with family members and loved ones. As I was getting ready this morning, I was thinking about the new gym, and I was thinking about that premises and if we had it there, and I'm like, it's very prominent, right? It's in a very prominent position on this island, so location-wise. And I thought, I want a huge opening party. I want a huge opening party where everyone on the island, tourists, locals, are all invited to set it off with a bang kind of thing, to get it real big, real fast. Because we're going to start fight nights as well, like soon after it. I'm about to be very busy. I can feel it. We're going to have to get ready very soon. Get building. An emergence of peace and happiness is on the horizon, and you understand the process and payoff of working hard toward your goals. Sometimes I never understand why people don't do that, why they don't have a big launch party, because it's so powerful. It will remind everyone that we're here. It'll be huge, and it'll have a good feeling in the community from doing that, and it will make us extremely busy because of it. You're able to nurture your loving relationships with others and bring wisdom and abundance into the lives of the people around you. I certainly am. I can do that. Oh, yes, I can do that. After everything you've been through, your priorities are crystal clear. Prosperity, peace, completion, stability. Nice. Nice. For latecomers like Christine, I have been considering going into business in the gym with the owner and building a new place. And we want to start fight nights off next month. Well, yesterday we were told that the landlord of the current gym is selling the whole street, all of those buildings. The sale is going through in 3 months' time. We need to be out in 3 months. So it's like, all systems go. And the guys said, Claire, start the new one. We want to work for you. And that felt very special to me. I am the leader. I'm a leader. I'm a number one. I'm a leader in things. And like I said before, I didn't like when I had staff in this business. This business runs better for me if it's just personal, but I like working with those guys. A gym, teamwork, absolutely. Love it. Love it so much that we even went to the next island and joined the other gym and helped them with theirs, because we've all got the things that we do. Me, I just stand there looking pretty, having good energy, drinking the whiskey, minding the money, sometimes doing door kind of stuff, but I'm more like, I'm an energetic presence. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm an energetic presence. Look at this. Ace of Crystals. It's exciting. It's going to be big. This is the big offer. Ace of Crystals. Let's read this out. I'm so excited by it. It feels like there's something. I've always known it. I'm like, how is the universe going to bring my healing stuff and this thing together? And I know it is going to. I know it is. I know it's not just going to be like, no, you're just going to be running two businesses at the same time. I know that that's not true. I know that somehow it's going to be huge. There's something huge. There's going to be something huge about it. And it might be that I'm making new rules. It could have something to do with that. It's certainly extremely unusual for a white Western woman. It's unusual for a woman to be the owner of a Muay Thai gym. It's very much a boys' club thing. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. I just know it. Ace of Crystals. Ace of Christophers. Lara, thank you. The Ace of Christophers. The Ace of Crystals signifies a new and prosperous beginning. It's the fruition of wealth and abundance and the attainment of your dreams. Yay! You're capable of manifesting your goals while also appreciating the payoff of your success. From this state of understanding comes the ability to identify the opportunities as they arise and those routes which align best with your heart. The opportunities they arise. I can see why the universe has given us a push now, hey, because if we don't act on that land, and it's probably Mr. Hanson pointed it out, like, well, there's that place. It's empty. There used to be a restaurant there. It used to be like, it's an open kind of open air restaurant, run down. They moved out. Like, they only carried on going a few months into COVID, and then they closed down. But they had like staff houses, just little, crappy rooms at the back of it that some of the staff lived in. And that's what we need, because trainers, that's what happens. You feed them. You feed your trainers, you house them, and you give them a bit of pay as well. They don't need much in the accommodation line, but that it's already there means that I don't have to build it. And so it seems perfect timing. And of course, as the island is getting busier now is the time to snap that land up. So this card is saying the same thing as well, is that there's something divine timing about all of this, of the opportunities. And of course, I also love that Mr. Hanson is coming up with the ideas as well and doing it together. I always thought that I was going to own a gym with my partner. I don't know. Okay, I'm excited. You're capable of manifesting your goals while also appreciating the payoff of your success. From this state of understanding comes the ability to identify the opportunities as they arise and those routes which align best with your heart. This speaks of your innate trust in your intuition and the choices which support your own spiritual growth. You understand and prioritize what matters most. Remember, the power of positive visualization combined with a sense of gratitude will only attract more abundance in your life. I think I'm best placed. I think I'm best placed right now to start an incredible business. I think everyone else is on the back foot, to use a boxing term. I think the rest of them that rely on this for their income are on the back foot, and they would do something to just get by. And I'm not doing that. Oh, no, my gym's going to be splendid. It's going to be the best, because it can be. Mimi, did you manage to do it? No, you didn't. Jessica, thank you. And Laura, thank you. I thought you'd managed to do your donation then. Yeah, it's just a time waster if I've got to keep on checking for donations. So please make sure that you do that before you message of your questions and stuff, because it's just pointless me looking for something that isn't there, something that you've not done. Laura, some higher self-guidance for you today. Higher self-guidance for Laura. Oh, is it playing up, Jessica? I've got one from you, haven't I? Yes, got one from you. Thank you. Particularly those two. Okay, Laura. Oh, nice. You've got simplicity and create. Simply create. Go, Ty. What do you want to create? What do you want to set off on? Simply create. Simply create. What's the creative process? Well, it's in having an idea and then dreaming it up. That's the state I'm in at the moment, and I see that I'm best placed to do that. Dreaming it up very positively, and then universe, like, let's do it. See above. What are you doing, Mimi? You've not given a donation. No. You're not giving a donation. It's by donations, Mimi. I'm going to block you if you carry on. Simply and create. And then you're open to the universe showing you the way, receiving from that, and then you take action on it, right? From there. Simply create. It's a simple process, really. We can make it complicated because of this, because we think, I've got to do it all. We think about all the burdens and stuff like that instead of co-creating with the universe. Co-creating with the universe takes longer, so sometimes it's our impatience, our muggle selves that want us to kind of do all of us, yeah, all of or to do it all ourselves, right? Is overwhelming for sure. So you've got something holding you back here, Lara, of that creation process, and it's that overwhelming thought that I've got to do it all myself. How am I going to do it all myself? This is too burdens. I'm like, oh, this is heavy on my shoulders. Things like this have been heavy. I don't want to do that. You have no clue that's a problem. You're waiting for a sign to take action on. It's slow. It is. It's slow. I knew I was going to have a gym years ago. And even when COVID started, and then, like, when was it? Like a year and 4 months ago. No, it was about a year and 6 months ago when we first heard that we had to move out of the other premises. I knew then I was going to take over, but I knew that the time wasn't right. And so sometimes it's like, it takes ages. When you're working with the universe, it takes ages. And that's not a bad thing. And so what do you do in that case? Well, you just trust it and you just carry on with the other stuff, you know? You carry on with the other stuff that you're doing. Our agenda. It's not that the universe isn't on the same page with your agenda, Laura. It's not that. It's that the universe isn't in a rush. It's not in the rush to prove itself, or it knows that there's no rush about it, and it knows that it's going to be magical at the right time. So if you're searching for that sign to take action, why search for it? Because it's going to show up right in front of your face when it's time to do it. It's that seeking energy, right? I talked about it a bit in the energy update today. The seeker. Let it seek you out. Let it come right to you. If it's right for you, let it come right to you. You've got no inspired action. Well, that's all right then. Then it's not time. It's not time yet, is all it is. So get on with other stuff. It will come back around. I mean, it will happen. It can be so long in the coming about. I'm not saying that it's going to be long, but it could be. You just never know. A lot of cooperative components to come together. What I'm saying. Launch parties help makes people feel a place is approachable. Yeah, and it brings in good vibes, you know, everyone's celebrating. When you bring people into your celebrations, you make them a part of it. It's especially because it's a community thing here. This is one of the longest standing businesses on the island. How cool is that? I'm buying into one of the longest standing businesses on the island. It's highly respected. And going into business in Thailand, well, doing anything in Thailand, it's fraught with danger, let's put it that way, because they can make it their own rules, right? And we don't have a leg to stand on. But I've got some powerful allies that are going to be my partners, very powerful allies that have been here for a very long time. And they have a lot of respect, and I am gaining a lot of respect here too. I am gaining a lot of respect here too. Yeah. Jessica. Do a sideline cafe from the gym. A cafe. Well, I'm hoping that our friends that are also in that same, it's pretty much like we're the only businesses in there. There's a couple of Burmese businesses in there as well, but we're pretty much there's a dive shop cafe kind of thing up the other end too. But we're the biggest big businesses in there, let's put it that way. Our friends that have got the train Mai Tai with as well. She does. She's one of my best friends. And that I've got an Italian restaurant. It's the big pizza place here. And I hope that they come with us because there's big 7-Eleven here on the island. There's a few, but there's a big one. And I'm talking about getting the land that's right next to that. It's a big car park. Biggest, I know, maybe the pier car park's a little bit bigger. Anyway, I think it's the biggest car park on the island, right there. On the other side of the 7-Eleven, the shop that's right next door to it used to be an Italian restaurant. And how cool would that be if they moved there and we all go together? And when it's busy on the island, that whole car park turns into like food cart, central street food kind of thing, which is very cool. There's a couple of shops there. There's probably like 2 or 3 in the evening now. Back to what it was. Mimi, I'm going to block you. What are you doing? Why do you keep on asking questions without doing a donation? Stop it. It's really disrespectful. Christine, you were offered a side hustle at the uni yesterday with your baked goods. Oh, cool. I love that. I've been telling you for ages you got to sell them. Just because when we start honoring and valuing the stuff that we do, Christine, it's a personal growth path. And a personal growth path that you need, Christine, because you don't value yourself and you really should. All that you do. So, Jessica, it did go through. Let's see if I can find your question. Yes, I've been getting a lot of 3 of Swords and ending messages, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be me ending something or someone around you. Okay. Okay. Thanks for your donation. I'm just going to ask the tarot cards and see if I get the same message. See if I get the same cards. See if the messages. Oh, wow. That's quite different. Okay. You got the Fool and the Emperor. That's quite different than the cards that you've been getting out. Let's find out why. Okay, so your cards, let's ask that question. Your cards, Jessica, that you've been getting out, is this Jessica's to let go of something? Is that what you're saying? Let go of something? Is it Jessica's to be ending something? Or, yeah, is it Jessica's to be ending something? Yes, okay. And taking control of something. So, the Fool. So, you got a new journey. Yeah, death and rebirth, kind of an energy. There's something for you to let go of first. To be able to take a risk. What is it? Oh, it's that. You remember what I was saying about this? The energy that I was getting off this 5 of Pentacles is something that I don't usually get. I sometimes get it. I'm getting it more lately. It is time to walk alone. I can do this. I got this. I got to do it alone. Is that. So the stuff I asked to be able to take this risk to move forward, the Fool's journey, stepping out into the unknown, right? It's like this, walking out in the snow alone because you've got it, you know it, you can do it. That's what it is. So whatever is holding you back from, the thing to let go of, so you're breaking your own heart is what it's about. You're breaking your own heart by thinking that you haven't got this, that you can't do it alone. The universe is saying you've got this. And when you stride out there and you do it alone, people will join you. Yeah. The Emperor is you taking control of it. Get what I want and let go of the past. You will get what you want, but you need to let go of the past. So you've been through past experiences that have broken your heart, and it's making you question whether you can even do this. So much so that you think, I need someone by my side. I kind of need someone to do it for me. I need someone to do it with, because I don't trust myself. That is what's breaking your own heart. So yeah, let go of the past there. It's those past disappointments. You're a different person now. That's what all of these cards have been saying, right? Is that we are ready for this new journey now because of all of the work that we've put in. We really know ourselves now, and so only now are we ready for that. And so we can't go off the stuff that happened or didn't happen in the past because we were a different person then. We weren't ready then. We didn't know ourselves enough. We fell into those pitfalls of taking all of the burdens of codependency and stuff like that. We fell into all of those pitfalls, and we're not going to do it again. It's going to come a knocking, but we're not going to do it again because we're aware of ourselves. This is why you've got to do it. There's like a rite of passage for you to go through first. You need to stride out into the unknown, and you need to do it by yourself and know that you've got this. You do have this. You're going to get what you want, but you need to take control of it like the emperor. Boss up. Get what you want. Let go of the past and those past disappointments. Yeah, so the Three of Swords was about the self-talk that's breaking your own heart. Yeah, like if you were to tell a kid you can't do this, you haven't got this, you don't have what it takes, that would break that kid's heart, right? You're doing that to yourself. Flying under the radar, Jessica. So, or might be really apparent to you as well, but that's what it's about. Christine, the same lady that asked me for baking for them, also said to me that she would like me to meet the Governor General and his wife next time we visit. Cool. See? Sometimes we don't even realize where our energy's at, but other people do. Other people see it in us. Oh, the coffee's running out. Well, how exciting. Chance. What was this? Take a chance on something. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. The universe is getting involved. You never know what the tide might bring in. There's magical new beginnings happening at the moment. And we're ready. We've got this. We're ready for it. We got it. You got this. Sure, there's more to do. But it's like that feeling of, this is what all the work has been for. This is why you've been doing this is why you've been through what you've been through. This is why you've had to do so much inner work, and there's hardly been anything going on the externals. This is what it's all been about. You're awful to yourself sometimes, breaking your own heart. Yeah, there you go. You'd never do it to a friend, right? But you do it to yourself. We take over where the mean people left off, don't we? Whoever the mean people were in your life. And our inner voice becomes the meanness. Okay, well, thanks everyone for coming along. Let's do this all over again on Monday. Have an excellent weekend. I am going to be making a pick a card read again today, and so look out for that on my YouTube channel later on today. Usually do it about 6 o'clock. Publish about 6 o'clock my time. It's like 10 hours away. What else? Haven't got anything special coming up, have we? Is it 8th today? No. Nothing special. But a lot of special energies going on right now. So enjoy. So have a good weekend. You're welcome, Jessica. Nice to have you all in here. Don't forget to click like on this video and other videos too, and always leave comments on the videos because it's my YouTube channel is picking up a little bit since I've been asking more strongly everyone to do that, and so I'm gonna have to keep on doing that too, because really it makes a massive difference. Like my YouTube channel is tanked. I used to get like 3,000-4,000 views on my pick a card reads. Now it's like struggling to get to 1,000 within a couple of days. It's pathetic, and it's just because people aren't commenting on it. Unfortunately, the algorithm is more geared toward drama, conflict. If you put some shit out on this platform and everyone complains about it, I used to see it. When I used to put my pick a card reads, and maybe I just need to do that again. When I used to put my pick a card reads out with my voice, the audio from this much lower and the music higher. Music was never higher than it, but if the music is higher, I get so much more traction because people complain on it. And isn't that shit? Isn't that shit that I can only do well if I'm annoying people? So be aware of that, please. And just say hello or just comment anything, because YouTube doesn't think that anyone is interested or it just doesn't show people my stuff unless you're commenting on it. And in here doesn't matter. In here doesn't matter. In the live chat, it doesn't make any difference in here. It's on the YouTube video, so help me out there. It'd be great. So cool. See you all, and join our Facebook group if you're not already in there. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all next time. Bye.